ready? It's the Roundtable with me, Robert Bannon.
Well done, adjust your... I hate this new thing where they make me small. Why am I so small? Make me large. Why? Why do I keep growing? Hi. Do not adjust your screen. It is Tuesday, but it is the Roundtable, and it is me, Robert Bannon. Welcome. I'm so excited that you're here. Thank you so much for being here, and I'm excited to spend a Tuesday with you. Sometimes in life, I'm not available on a Thursday. Sometimes there's other things going on. So this week and next week, we come to you on a Tuesday for two very special editions of the Roundtable. Superstar, movie star. It's very rare that we get to sit down with one of the stars of one of the movies that are out right now. The incredible Benjamin Pajak is here, and Pajak. And he's going to talk about Life of Chuck, which is now in movies. Mike saw it. I tell Benji that he saw it. So I'm excited that you're all here. He's been promoting it and talking about it. So I'm happy that you're here. Hi, Mom. How's it going? My mom's going on vacation this week, so I hope she enjoys it. Run out of here and have a good time. And thank you all so much for being here. I'm excited. I don't know how many people will be here on a Tuesday, but I'm here and you're here. And together away we go. Here's a hot take for everybody here today. Let's hit it off.
It's smoking.
So my hot take goes with this week in review, which is a question of, would you take a helicopter ride? Would you take a helicopter ride? I want to know. I did, and I'll tell you about it this week on the Roundtable's Hot Take and Week in Review. Hey, Lattes, how you doing? Lattes, it's got a lot of fun, exciting stuff going on. Her son is a superstar. He's traveling the world. Lattes is living it up, and I can't wait to catch up with her and get the scoop. I'm excited that you're all here, and let's get into it. This is our Week in Review. It's only been a couple of days since I saw you. I saw you on Thursday last week. Hey, how you doing? Adrian has been on the hunt, everybody, for a Maleficent light-up Halloween decoration. She's crazy about this thing. She's gone to 67 Marshalls, 47 Home Goods. I don't know where else they sell things like this, but she found it. So kudos to you, Adrian, on the hunt. You have to go to her house this year for Halloween and trick or treat, so you see it. So this week, there's not a lot that has happened because I only saw you on Thursday, and this week we're busy. So I do want to, though, talk about what happened this week, which was we did have Darius's mom's birthday. It was a big win. Yes, she got a big win. We heard that. Greetings, Robert and the Roundtabers. Looking forward to spending an hour with you all tonight. Fun show ahead. Thanks, Christine. So it was Mama Lewis's birthday. So Darius told me that we were going to get ready for a surprise. And he said that I was going to love it, which I ended up loving it, but it was scary. And that she was going to love it. And then he said, well, maybe you'd be scared. And I thought he said, because it's high. And I thought we were eating. And he said he was taking his mom to see Fantasia. So, oh, Cat Daddies, did you see how many views you got on the Kem episode? We got like 11,000, 12,000 views up with Kem. Like Kem went cuckoo crazy, and his first night here in Detroit is now almost sold out. So I got a really nice email from Kem's manager thanking the Roundtable for the show. So thank you all for watching, and thank you for spreading the word. And we got a lot of subscribers off that. And a lot of people have followed off of that. So thank you to everybody. I see you commenting. My mom comments and Christine comments, and people comment and give us, spread the word. And I appreciate you all so much. My mind is equally as blown. So kudos to that. And then also there's an episode with some of the Rose, the Black Rose, the Rose K-pop documentary. And people are writing from all around the world on Spotify about it. So thank you for everybody. New friends, old friends. Hey. I know a lot of you don't show up live, but if you're watching this in repeat or on YouTube, I'm Robert. Thanks for being here. This is the crazies. So we show up. He gets in the car, and I think we're going to go eat on the top of a building because there's certain restaurants here that have like rooftop dining, or this Renaissance Center downtown Detroit has a restaurant on top. So that's where my head is at. So we pull up into this airport in the city, like a private airport, and his mom. Yes, we love the likes and we love the subscribes. And if you're watching, please subscribe and make sure you follow me on Instagram as well, at Robert and Bannon, or subscribe. Click the link button right now. Don't wait. Click the link button, like, comment, subscribe, like that. So we show up, and look, my husband is here. That's my husband. He's so handsome. Oh, he looks so handsome today. He looks handsome every day, but he looks so handsome. Oh, and thank you. Your questions for the Korean filmmakers were dynamite. And that's like a BTS pun, which is a different group, but I get it. I see you, Joseph. So we had a great time there. His mom thought we were going to the Tim Hortons because she drove right past it because she thought, like, what could we be doing at an airport? I was scared. I do not love heights. I used to be really scared of flying, but I knew we would be okay. She's a woman of God. What was going to happen to us? It was a beautiful day, and it was such a fun adventure. It was something I would never have the courage to do by myself. I'm so happy I got to experience it with Darius and Mama Lewis, and it was such a fun time. I do have the video. I know many of you have seen it, but I do have the video of us taking off. As you can see, the chopper chops and everything goes, and you hear in the headset, you actually hear not only each other, but you hear the air traffic controllers, and they let you clear the airspace, and they tell you where you're going and how many feet you are. And it was very interesting. And actually, if you're afraid to fly or you feel nervous of flying, it's actually a good experience because you hear it and you actually see what happens, and you can talk to the pilot and ask questions and all of that stuff. And it was such a fun experience. And to see beautiful Detroit. Look, my husband looks like a pilot. My Mama Lewis was holding on and praying. We were praying for and the beautiful city of Detroit and Canada overhead. It was a really great, fun experience. Thank you to the wonderful people that were there. And we got T-shirts, and they took such great care of us, and photos. I think we have a bunch of pictures. Yeah, there's Darius and there's Mama Lewis praying. Yep. And this is me in my headset. And here we are. It was so cute. And there's beautiful. That's where Chem is going to be. And that's where Fantasia was. That's the Aretha. And that's Canada. That's the Detroit River. And that's Canada behind it. And there's Darius being all sorts of piloting. And then when we came off, you need to take your picture like you are. Oh, look, beautiful Detroit. Downtown Detroit, Belle Isle. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. You got to take your picture like you're on some kind of NCIS. Mama Lewis said SWAT. She was trying to give her best SWAT, maybe Oba Babatunde, maybe Shamara Moore, pose. And we took our pictures in front of the helicopter. There's our pilot. He's been a pilot for 5 years. I love him. I was like, I'll come back, but only if he flies me, because we survived. We made it. We landed. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, God. We made it. We made it. I don't think it's my mode of transportation on a daily basis. Darius is ready for a private plane. Like, he's ready to win the Mega Millions and be like, I have a private plane and I'm going to live the rest of my life. So kudos to him. We went after that to a Detroit staple. If you're on a diet, this is not the show for you, because we have a lot of food. We've eaten a lot of good food. We went afterwards to the incredible Sweetwater Tavern. I really like it, downtown Detroit. It is fun. The food is good. It's a staple. It's been here for 575 years. They are famous for their chicken wings and their burger. Darius got a burger. Their chicken wings are delicious. I don't remember what I got, but I love the chicken wings. And I got a chicken sandwich. He got a chicken sandwich. I don't remember. Listen, people, it was a while ago. I was just focusing on eating my food. And they had good French fries. They're a good spot. I love the Sweetwater Tavern. And then Darius took his mom on their own little night out, and they went to see Fantasia. Shout out to the people at the Aretha for incredible second row seats for us here at the Roundtable. We love partnering with the Aretha. We love the shows that are coming up. Chem is coming up at the Aretha. SWV is coming up at the Aretha. Friend to the show, Damien Escobar, is coming up to the Aretha. Maxwell is coming up to the Aretha. So many great shows are at the Aretha. Go to thearetha.com and look at Fantasia Darius was literally a background dancer. I think Darius and Mama Lewis were background dancers. I think she's looking at him. She's eyeing my husband. Fantasia, get away from my husband. And she sang and did a beautiful 1.5 hour plus concert. And the opening act was supposed to be Mario, but then he canceled. So it was just everybody had a time, and it was a really great experience for everybody. And thank you to everybody over at the Aretha for having us. We love to partner with our Detroit partner team. Yeah, those seats were incredible. Incredible. She did Proud Mary. She went back to the Idol days and did covers. She whooped it up and did Aretha, saying Aretha at the Aretha. You know, that's how it's got to be. While we're talking, would you take a helicopter ride? Did I sell you? Maybe I sold you on it after that conversation. So it was a good. Life Jennings was the opening act. Thank you. That's why my husband is so brilliant. He's so smart. My brain is fried. Thank you, God. Life Jennings opened. Life Jennings is coming to Newark. And so is Kem coming to NJPAC. If you're in the area and you want to see Kem this Friday, and then Kem is here the following weekend. So get your tickets to see him either in New Jersey. He's going to be in Westbury Music Fair. He's going to be in Atlantic City, and then he's back home in Detroit. So shout out to Kem and all of the people. Did she do her? No. And you know, she didn't do Dreams, and she didn't do I Believe. You know, she doesn't sing it anymore. I asked ChatGPT, does she sing I Believe? And she doesn't do it in concert anymore. So she sang all her R&B poppy hits and fun. She didn't sing anything from Dreamgirls either, but we love her. I wish I could get her to do the show. So far it's been but you know, her gospel album's coming out, so you never know. So good times. Let's keep it moving. And while we're talking about my hot take, we had this debate at the mall. So on Mama Lewis's birthday, we went to the mall to go shopping. We went to Macy's, and Adidas was selling this shirt. And I promised her I'd put it on the show, and then I forgot about it last week. Adidas is selling this shirt. Maybe I have a dirty mind. Maybe my Mama Lewis has a dirty mind. Maybe my husband is a saint. This is the shirt. All day I dream about S blank. And he noticed, and I have the master's in English, so go figure, that it's an Adidas, Adidas. Now, my answer was not appropriate for this show because that's what I thought. Not that that was my answer. I thought that was the answer they were going for. Darius said they mean sneakers because it's Adidas. So why didn't they write sneakers? Because they're trying to be provocative, like Will Ferrell says. So just side note, what do you think of it? Oh, thank you, Darius. She's... I apologize. She was in the color purple as Celie. She was not in Dreamgirls. Dreamgirls, that is the whitest mistake anyone could ever make. That was embarrassing. Thank you. Thank you. So, Alyssa, correct. I like that answer. She says, all day I dream about snacks. Adrian thought something else. She would, if you know Adrian. No shade. That's funny because I thought the same thing. Maybe it's a Jersey thing. Maybe we're just trashy mess. Alyssa says she believes the correct S is soccer. Now, Alyssa is from Jersey too. So she must not be trashy because me and Adrian, our mind went right to the gutter. You know, if you know, you know. If you know, you know. Let's get out of this and do the shameless plug. Good night. Good night. It's the shameless plug. It's the shameless plug. Let's do it.
'Cause I'm shameless.
Oh, next week, you know, I got a message from Flex Alexander, who was on the show. You know, remember when Flex Alexander was on the show with the guy from, I have no memory today. I don't know if it's hot, if I'm tired. We did an interview with Flex Alexander and Carl. It was him, it was the guy from Martin and from the Cosby Show, and the girl from Girlfriends. Oh my gosh, I don't remember. I'm so sorry, and I really love them. Carl Payne. Okay, so it was Carl Payne. Woo! Come on, Dust, get the cobwebs out. So Carl Payne, Ginkgo biloba. So we were here. Remember, I did the interview with them live at the hotel, and we got into a fight. We got into a fight with the front desk. They wanted us to not film it because they said we were in the conference room and we didn't pay them. And then, you know, the whole conversation goes on. So we have this whole fight. So we have this memorable moment. So Flex and I have stayed in contact with each other on Instagram. So Flex is married to Shanice. You know, remember? I love your smile. She's that singer, right? And she's had a couple of other hits. So I get a message on DM from Shanice who said, Flex says you're the best interview. This happened today. Flex says you're the best interview. And I'm doing concerts and I'm touring in a show called 44 where I play Michelle Obama. And I want to come on your show and promote Yes, from the 90210 soundtrack. And she had other 90210 songs. She sang a song with Johnny Gill on 90210. So then she went into Les Mis and did Les Mis on Broadway. She was one of the first Black cast members ever in Les Mis. So Shanice is going to be here next week with R&B great, and he's a classic artist, classic R&B artist who's coming to Detroit and coming to New Jersey and coming everywhere. Shanice and Eric Robertson are going to be here. They both have new music. They both will be here. So we're going to I Love Your Smile with Shanice. It's a throwback. It's an R&B 90s throwback. And I can't wait to have them both on. Shanice has done a lot of stuff with Pride. She's a headliner at Capitol Pride. She's done a whole bunch of stuff with the gays. And thank you, Flex, for thinking of me. And thank you, Rafael Blanco, who was a great publicist for us here on the show, for giving us Eric Robertson. And next Tuesday, we'll have that show for you. Plus, a lot of Broadway stuff and great stuff is up on the horizon coming your way as well. This week, Nicholas Barash is on Broadway World. He's one of the stars of Pirates of Penzance. So I can't wait for you to check that out. And then I did an interview. I was asked a while ago, I thought it was going to come out for Pride, to talk about something that I did that was brave over for Canvas Rebel, which is an online website. And I took a essay I wrote a while ago, and I zhuzhed it up to give it to them for a Pride piece that came out this week. And I got to update it and talk about how I got married and now I have a husband and I'm more in love and happy than ever, and all of this amazing, cute stuff that all makes you gag, but it makes me so happy. And I updated it and it came out. And a lot of you have been writing me. People have wrote me and said they didn't know that I sing. Oh, look, Joseph. Shanice also did a duet with John Cicada on the Pocahontas soundtrack, but I like her Loving You cover it best. Yeah, she's got that whistle tone like Mariah and Denise Williams and Minnie Riperton. She does all that crazy stuff. Maybe she'll do it on the show. Maybe she'll teach. Darius can do it. I can't do it. Maybe she'll teach me how to. Now, after I sing that, I now tell you I can sing. So apparently I sing, not like that. And people do. Come look, Cat Zaddies. Okay. So I sing and I have music out. So if you've never listened to my music, please check me out on Spotify or wherever you listen to music. You can hear me sing. I have a live album. I have a whole album. I have a Christmas single. I have my videos. If you're watching us on YouTube, we went pretty viral over the pandemic with almost 75,000 views from a distance cover that we did. I also have my original song called I Think You Knew, which Matt Gould and Griffin Matthews wrote. So all of this stuff is stuff that's available. So if you're new to this Robert Bannon experience, you could also always go to robertbannon.com, or as you're following me at Robert M. Bannon. So thank you all for being here. And I'll see you on Broadway World on Friday with our Pirates of Penzance moment. And next week with the R&B Legends show. All right, moving on. Let's kick it into high gear and let's talk about Detroit.
You better lose yourself in the music the moment you own it. What up, though?
So Darius and I had date night, and I want to give a shout out to the restaurant that we checked out. It was my night to pick, so I picked a restaurant called Prime and Proper, downtown Detroit. He picked a really great restaurant downtown last time called Townhouse, and we don't do this. They don't give us anything. I mean, I don't. We just go there and spend our money and eat food. And Prime and Proper is very fancy and very upscale and very nice. And they did a very beautiful job with the food and the presentation. The bar staff was great. Our waiters were great. Everybody took good care of us. It's a really beautiful restaurant that gives this Art Deco old school vibe with leather and copper and big buttons and all sorts of very nicely done. It's really beautiful inside. And we ate our little faces off. Here we are enjoying our meal. Kristen Orsi, my friend, asked me, did I have the mac and cheese? No, that was Darius. But I didn't just eat salmon. She was like, you only ate salmon. No, I did have mashed potatoes. We did have 10-layer carrot cake. We had a great time. There's the salmon. There's the steak. There's the oysters, which I've never eaten before. But my dad said, oh, excuse me, helicopter rides and oysters. What is going on out there in Detroit? I said, oh, it's lifestyles of the rich and famous now here, baby. And then if you go downstairs, all of the meat is dry aged and hanging. I think that's a fish that's dry aged because the chef likes to dry age. I don't know. They're doing fancy stuff there and people should check it out. So check out Prime and Proper when you come to Detroit and thank them so much for taking such good care of us and a wonderful date night. We stayed downtown. We stayed downtown. We call it our condo. There's a place downtown, and the fire alarm got pulled. So Darius, the dog, Diamond, and myself at 2:00 in the morning with the whole building, we're out in the street in people's pajamas, people wrapped in a sheet, people, all sorts of things. Oh my gosh. It was a moment. It was a moment and a story for sure. So we'll skip date nights at home from now on. So that was our saga and our story for sure about that. As Darius says, as Beyonce said, let me upgrade you. He's upgraded me. My dad, I take oysters now. Helicopter rides. But I also have to, sometimes he makes me clean. Life's a balance. Let me upgrade you. That's a good album. All right, so moving on to our last thing before we get our friend Benjamin out here, who I really love, and I'm so excited for you. Oh, my favorite thing, I've been still playing with. I'll tell you. Go ahead. Come on. So my favorite thing this week is still playing with ChatGPT. I'm a little obsessed with it. I hate it. I don't like it. I don't agree with it. It's going to take people's jobs away. It's not always truthful. It's the way people feel about TikTok. I hate TikTok. I don't believe in TikTok. I think it gives a lot of false information to people. People get their news from it. They should fact check things from X, Twitter, the Blue Sky, all the nonsense. Truth Social. Who is on that? But I don't love the ChatGPT, but it makes me laugh. And sometimes it makes the work easier. Like, if I have to do something for school, like it will make a rubric for me. Like, there are certain things we can use ChatGPT for. But I don't use them for the bad stuff. I just use them to see pictures of my family and then make them look different. Like my brother and my sister-in-law and the baby. So like that's Sean and Cora and Christina. That's my brother, sister, niece. So I took the picture from our wedding and I asked it to make them look like the Simpsons. Now that is funny, people. I've become obsessed with this stupid idea that it will take a picture. See, is this the dumbing down of society? Yes, this is the dumbing down of society. Then I took a picture of me and Darius and I asked it to make us into Muppets because I'm obsessed with Muppets. I love the Muppets. Dead. I'm dead. I need these. Why don't I have a Muppet that looks like me and Darius? Damn it. Why do I love this so much? I hate it. I hate it. I'm not promoting ChatGPT. I don't think it's good. But did it make me laugh? Yes. So touche. It's my favorite thing, and I hate it. The Muppet picture is perfect, and I'm going to ask, I wish someone would make it for me. Let's go into our Hey Friend Hey big announcement today. Adrian, you'll love this.
I'll be there for you. How you doing?
Well, apparently the Emmy Award nominations came out today, which is the Primetime Emmy Awards TV at Night Awards. And I want to give a big shout out to two friends of this show who got nominated for Emmys today. I'm very excited for them. One of them was just here. My mind has been gone and it's even getting worse. You're right. Big shout out, firstly, to our friend, to our show that we love. He was on a while ago for Pride, last Pride. And I love his show, Shrinking. Shrinking is a great show. It's really great. Jason Segel and Harrison Ford. And friend to our show, Michael Urie. Congratulations. Michael Urie is nominated for an Emmy for the first time ever. And I'm so excited for him. He worked so hard. He's come a long way from being a Broadway baby to Ugly Betty. He's a Fanalo stan like me. So shout out to Michael Urie for his nomination. And a new friend to our show, and a book that I adore and obsessed with, and I loved his interview, and you loved the interview, and it was so funny because people didn't, I guess the Emmys didn't think he was going to get nominated, or the websites didn't think he was going to get nominated, so he posted on his Instagram, which is called Boom Boom Hiller, he posted on it that one of them had like everyone's face for the who got nominated, and his was blank. It was just like a little gray square with a question mark, like there was no picture. Jeff Hiller is nominated for an Emmy. Everybody Everywhere is the show that's on HBO, and he is nominated for an Emmy. And I'm so excited for him. He was just here in June. He just promoted He just promoted the book and the show here with us, and we're so excited for him. I'm so excited for him. I literally saw him post it and I was like, is this real? And it's real. He's really nominated for an Emmy. So kudos to Jeff and kudos to all of you all. The Bannons as Muppets is cute, funny but cute. Darius says, Christine, he will laugh in the middle of the night. I will. It will pop up and I will cuckoo for the whole thing. So yes, Emmy nominations, woohoo. Adrian says Jeff and Michael and Pedro and Noah. Oh yes, hold on. Pedro Pascal and Noah Wiley will just pop on. Adrian always thinks I'm more fancy and famous than I am. But I wish I could get Pedro on here for you, I wish I could get Pedro on here for you all. So yes, kudos to them. I appreciate you. Speaking of future award winners, I tell our next guest, the wonderful and incredible Benjamin, that I love him. I've seen him on the red carpet. I saw him on Broadway. I think he's so talented. I think his family's so cute. His mom is amazing. He's a superstar. He has 3 movies coming out. He's going to tell you all about the 3 big movies he's got coming out. He's the star of the movies, by the way. Oh no, Latte's I'm upset Handmaid's Tale didn't get 1 nomination. Elizabeth Moss got, she's such a good actor too. She's a really good actor. Benjamin is my Jersey brethren. Even if we both moved, he's a superstar and he's out here working his tail off and he's done the red carpet, and me and him have been friends and have chatted and DM'd and whatever Instagram friends and all that stuff, but he's never stepped into the roundtable hot seat. So ladies and gentlemen, for the first time, I loved this interview and I loved catching up with him. Benjamin is here. Well, one of my favorite things in the entire world is to talk to people who have had experiences with The Music Man, because I was in the worst production of The Music Man in history. Sharon, Connecticut, modernized Music Man without permission. We had the Wells Fargo wagon delivered Amazon boxes. And we had cell phones, and Chapoopy was a disco number with a disco ball. But that's not the point, people. I moved to Detroit, which Gary and Deanna is right over there. And while I can be singing Gary and Deanna, our next guest, who we have seen on red carpets, went from Broadway to now being a movie star. He's the breakout star of this summer's hit, Life of Chuck. There's an incredible all-star cast. You need to check out this film. My friend Mike saw the film and he said, are you interviewing the younger act? I said, yes. He said, he is a star in this movie. And the rumor is, I think Benjamin filmed a bunch of Benjamin's a movie star, people. He's a star. That's it. He's already a star. Give him his Hollywood Walk of Fame. It's over. Benjamin, I'm so happy you're here. Welcome to this. You're here.
What an intro. Oh my gosh. I would have wanted to see that, Music Man. I'd count me in.
We did 1 performance and then we got a letter from the Meredith Willson estate saying we had to change. They took songs out, Benjamin.
What?
They said, oh, we're not singing My White Knight. Oh, we're not singing. They just chopped it up and sent it away. Apparently you can't do that.
No, I don't think I think there's something against that. But what? Music Man without My White Knight? What?
Yeah. Come on. You can't reorchestrate Mary and the Librarian and make it a salsa number? Apparently not. Benjamin, do you feel like this year has been insane?
Yeah, everything that's been going on this year, especially with Chuck, it's been crazy. There's been so much buildup for it. I think, I mean, me and my grandparents and my mom especially have been waiting for this film to come out, and so many people involved on it too. And when we got to go to the premiere and TIFF last year, there it is. When we got to go to the premiere and TIFF last year, it all kind of just started to feel real. It didn't feel real when we went to TIFF because it was I was so oblivious to everything that was going on. But now that it's actually out and audiences are seeing what we put together, it's just amazing to see the reaction.
I'm so excited for you. And I love so much that this film, written by, the Stephen King novel and this incredible, I mean, it's a cast of Tom Hiddleston, Chiwetel Ejiofor, your grandfather in the movie, people may know, he may be a little bit of an icon himself, Mark Hamill, etc. How did this happen? What was there, an audition, a self-tape, in person? What happened?
It happened so quick because I think that they were ready to go film. What happened was, it was right after I did Oliver at City Center and I got an audition for it. And the only people, how do you have all these pictures? Oh my gosh. what happened was there were only two people on the breakdown, and it was Tom and Mark, and those were the only people who were listed. And Mike was listed as the director. And we looked up all those people. And first of all, I freaked out that Tom and Mark were in the same cast. I was like, what? I couldn't believe it. And then I had like one audition, a callback, I think, and then I got it. And Mike was lovely enough to hop on a Zoom with me and just talk. We're both excited to be able to work with Luke Skywalker and Loki. And it all just happened so fast. And I was around the best people, and just an experience I'll never forget.
Absolutely. Mike Flanagan has done so many incredible films. And obviously he's Tom Hiddleston. He's done so many incredible films. And this entire cast is head to toe. So where'd you film it? And who comes with you to keep you like cool, calm, and is your mom with you? Do you have people with you? Like, what's it like tell me you have a trailer and you're fancy and everything, please.
Yeah, so we filmed it in Alabama, which if you had never been to Alabama, please go. It is we filmed it in Mobile and around that area. It's beautiful. They have the best food. I put on a little bit too much weight down there because everything's fried, but it's amazing down there. Anyways, that's besides the point. Yeah, my mom has always been with me. My acting coach has been kind enough to always be there for me whenever I need a second with him. Keith's his name. I have the best people around me, and we mold together so perfectly. And yes, we do have a trailer, which is good because I wouldn't survive without a trailer, especially down in Alabama. But no, I think all the credit goes to my mom and Keith and my agents and for all of them for sending me chocolate strawberries and have them delivered to my trailer, which is always an amazing thing.
Well, while we're talking, we can follow Benjamin over on Instagram so you can stay up to date with all of the projects and all of the work. And then you got to go see it. You got to see it in Life of Chuck. It's going to be in movie theaters, and then it's going to be on demand, and then it's going to be able to be streamed and all of those things. So make sure wherever you see it, whenever you can see it, you check it out and be a part of it. Is there moments like I look at you, I was a kid who wanted to be an actor, and I went to Juilliard and I got scared and I chickened out and I ran away and I did other things first. It's scary. There's pressure. It's work. You're working a person. And is there moments, opening night on Broadway or opening night at City Center or walking onto a movie set with people who have done many movies that you have to say, okay, let's do this? What do you do to take over the nerves so that you don't get nervous? What is your tricks for those such high pressure situations?
I think when I was younger, I didn't think, which was kind of the best thing. Now that I'm older, I'm kind of more in that mindset of like, oh, well, I want this to be better. Or I think that this can be more this way or however, especially in Music Man. I was 10, 9, around that age. And I just kind of went up there. Oh my God, I can't believe that's me. I just kind of went on the stage and I did my thing. And then I got to work with Hugh and Sutton, who are the best and the nicest people. I went on the stage and I just did it. And now that I'm older, I think way too much, more than I should, about everything. And I think when I was younger, that was the best mindset. And I've tried to keep that with me throughout everything, because I think not thinking about as much when it happens especially on screen, it's just magic. And when you're working with people like Mark Hamill, who are pros at that, it just works so well. And the chemistry's there.
There's Mark Hamill. Mark Hamill.
Is that not Geppetto? I'm telling you.
That looks like Geppetto. That looks like. Are you a Star Wars fan? Are you into?
Yeah.
Is that you are?
Yeah, I'm a huge Star Wars fan. I've been a Star Wars fan ever since I was like 4. I've watched it my whole life. I think I watched it yesterday.
So you get to be Mark Hamill's does that mean Luke's your father? Maybe it does. No, I don't. Grandfather. Luke is your grandfather. It's insane. All Darth Vader is his great grandfather. That's it.
Darth Vader is my favorite character from Star Wars. Sorry, Mark, but Darth Vader is my favorite character.
Me too. I root for the bad, except you, Benjamin, because you are so sweet. Your mom is so sweet. Everything that you have going on there is so incredibly sweet and wonderful, what you have going on.
Thank you.
The odds to make it on Broadway is incredible. And then the odds to now star in movies is incredible. What do you think? You must study a lot. It is hard work. You have discipline. You are in front of your self-tape wall. I see it right there. And
I do every interview next to my self-tape wall.
So what age did you find that this was the life that called you and you wanted to do this?
My mom, I grew up living in Jersey. I'm in Florida right now, but I grew up living in Jersey, and thankfully we were like 40 minutes from the city. And my mom took me to see Broadway shows every weekend, and I went to see Cats, Phantom of the Opera. I saw at least I've seen around 50 plus shows now in my lifetime, but back then I think I saw at least 20 a year. Um, and I just, that exposure really made me want to do this. I fell in love with the music, with the choreography, and I started pleading with my mom, and I think that she got a little nervous, but I started doing regional stuff around me, and then we found an open call for Music Man, and things just kind of started from there. And I don't know where I'd be without that opportunity for Music Man.
It's incredible. As a Jersey boy myself, I had parents like your mom who took me to New York and made me fall in love with theater. And those early impressions, I'm way older than you, but those early shows really stuck with me. Are there shows and moments you think back and you say, okay, these are the shows that, I mean, seeing Phantom and they changed your life as a little theater kid?
Yeah, I mean, I don't consider myself much of a dancer, but Cats was one of them. I loved Cats. I love Andrew Lloyd Webber. Phantom of the Opera. I didn't see it when I was little, but I saw it now. Sweeney Todd has been something that I've grown to love so much. And I saw so many back then, so many good ones that I will remember forever, because it was just a memory that's kind of ingrained in there. And that's how I started. And that's my motivation for everything.
And so when you look at your career now moving forward, theater will always have a place in your heart. It's not just TV and movies now.
No, yeah, it's my roots, and I get that for everything. Everyone tells me, put your eyebrows down, and I'm like, that's my theater roots. I love theater so much, and I love film so much, and I've been so blessed to have been in both environments and know what both kind of environments feel like. And I'll never love one more than the other, and I think that's the best thing. And whatever comes my way, whether it's film, TV, theater, I'll just take it and throw myself at it.
So how does that work for you? You have a team, you have a mom, you have an acting coach, you have a support system that's incredible around you. So projects come your way, you do a lot of auditions, you do a lot of self-tapes, and you have conversations and there's the blue wall and book gigs, and then you have a meeting and just say, hey, we're going to go do this.
Yeah, it's kind of just like how you just said. You do a lot of auditions. Hopefully you get one. Then your agents call you and you give you the good news. Me, sometimes I find somehow I always step on a Lego piece, and when I get a job, I always step on a Lego piece and I hurt myself, and then I scream even louder. But I'm like, hey, I got the job. And then you go film, and then it's the same kind of for theater too. There's a lot of buildup for the both of them, which I think is good because it gives you a lot of time to prepare and like find out the backstory and everything. Because I go over the script basically every day, and Keith, my coach, has been all the time that he's given up is just amazing. And the team around me, my mom, my agents, Keith, everyone has just been so supportive, and that's a huge part of my of developing a character for me.
Absolutely. I love that actor homework that has to be done, no matter what age you are, no matter what part you are. You have to bring, is a lot of it for film different than stage, because stage you repeat that character and you do it over and over again, but you're showing up with these pages having to be memorized with there's not a lot of rehearsal on a set like there is in a Broadway show where you have weeks and weeks of rehearsing. So what do you do to plan that days of scene? Would you go over the lines beforehand? Do you have notes? What do you do before a big day of shooting?
Well, it's completely different for film and theater, but for film, I think theater was the best way for me to start, because I learned how to memorize my lines like that. And when you're in theater, they sometimes like to change the lines every day, and you got to learn them like that. It's the same kind of for film. You'll film the first day, you'll get home. Sometimes they send you script rewrites at 12 in the morning, and you don't even know. You get there, you get to your trailer. There's little tiny pages there with your new lines. You go to the hair and makeup trailer. That's my favorite time of the day, because you get to eat and learn your lines, and everybody in hair and makeup is the best. And then you go right to set and you film. And especially when you're doing school too, it can be really hard because you're going back and forth from school, and then you got to go film because you have to bank your hours in order like to do filming, which is insane and really hard sometimes. But I'm homeschooled, so that's been really a lifesaver for me. But there's a lot of stuff that happens, and there's a lot of pressure. But the people that I've been around have been a huge part of me not getting too stressed. I've been kind of stressed sometimes, but not too stressed on set or in theater.
But you know what? The experiences you have here will be with you forever. And kids in high school are stressed, Benjamin. I mean, I work with kids. They're not working with Hugh Jackman and Tom Hiddleston, and they're still stressed. So go fly, Benjamin. We are here for this whole experience. So how do you choose between theater now and film? You have other movies you filmed?
So I filmed 2 movies. Sometime they'll either come out this year or early next year. One of them is called Playdate, directed by Luke Greenfield. It's with Alan Ritchson and Kevin James. It's really fun. The next one that should come out sometime this year or next year again. It's called Tiny Fugitives, directed by Michael Lewin. It's with Johnny Knoxville. I think that already tells you how the movie's going to be. And they're both really fun, and they're both comedies. And that was my first kind of experience at comedy. And I really loved it. And I think that they're really fun, and I hope people enjoy.
Oh, they're going to enjoy them. We're Kevin James, Johnny Knoxville, 2 movies. We're already signed up. We're in. We're absolutely in. It is the way you approach the Life of Chuck is a more serious film. Then you have these. I mean, Johnny Knoxville being in comedies or drama, both are brilliant. You have to be brilliant at both. Did you see the work that's in both genres now that you've done different types of movies?
Yeah, and it's a different approach for both of them. For Chuck being a little bit younger back then, I mean, I'm different now. 2 years later, for Chuck, we have the similar approach. You read the script every day. You put in your beats. You find the backstory, and if you're able to get into contact with the director, sometimes that's the best thing because you get to ask him or her questions. And for comedy, it was hard. I mean, I did Music Man. Music Man has some jokes in it. It's not pure comedy, but I never had a pure experience doing just a full comedy throughout the day, and doing that all day. It really just got ingrained in me, and I found it super funny. And going from Chuck to that was hard, but having the build up and time to kind of adjust to that really helped. And the people there too were a huge part of that.
Oh my gosh, all the kids that are watching, all my students who I teach theater to and drama to, like this is it right here. This homework. Do your homework, kids. You're going to be in a play, you're going to be in a musical, you're going to send yourself, do your homework. It really makes the difference to make it happen. How do you have your patience with films? Because you filmed these, like, it's not quick.
Yeah, no, it's not. I think for Chuck, we were there for a month and a half. For Playdate, we were there for like 2, and same thing with Tiny Fugitives, we were there for like 2.5. It's different for theater because theater, you do the same thing every night. You want to make it a little different because you don't want it to be the same. But for film, it's different every day, and that's the reason film for a lot of people is their favorite, because it's so unique and it's so different every day, and you don't know what's going to happen. I love both, but that's the interesting thing about film. And there's a lot of patience that goes into it, because, you could wait for a half hour because it starts raining, or you got to wait because the sun's being covered by a cloud. And having school, they'll make you do school in that time. So you're occupied by something, but, no, you have to have a lot of patience, and I'm not that great of a person with patience. So people, I'm okay, but school, I think, is being able to do science and being able to think and being able to do piano has been great on set, and the people too, and having everyone around there. I mean, everyone wants to film the scene too, so everyone wants to get the job done.
Well, I love that. I could already play piano.
Yes.
You build Legos, because I already heard about you stepping on the Lego. So there are fun things that you keep yourself busy and occupied with besides school and work.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people that bring some of their hobbies with them. I just started playing guitar. I've never brought a guitar to set because I just learned how to play, but I know a lot of people who bring their guitars to set, and they just play it in their trailer because it takes their mind off of what they're doing. Or for me, it's piano. A foldable piano is sometimes really hard to travel with, but it's a great thing to have. Drawing, I crochet. I do as many things as I can to take my mind off of the scene, so that when I get there, it's just pure, it's fresh, it's new. And that's the same for every take too. And you want to have something different, and so that when whoever's editing it has something new to choose from every time.
I wish I worked with grown-up actors who were as professional and with it and knew what they were talking about like you do, Benjamin. It's amazing. I'm so excited. I can't wait for your Tony, your Oscar. I've already I see it in my head. A year from now, I'm going to send you a message and say you want to come on the show, and you'll say,
Yes.
Robert who? Robert who? I don't even know you anymore.
No.
I've started my own television show, movie, Broadway show, Radio City residency. I see it all, Benjamin. What are the goals? What is the bucket list? What's next? What do you want?
Oh my gosh. Well, passing algebra is something that's first. It's great. Pray for me, please. Yeah, school's great. School's fun. Algebra, and then oh god, I have so many roles in my head that I would love to do, but I think I said this in an interview. I said my dream theater role and my dream film role. So I'll give you the same ones because the same ones because they're my dreams. For theater, I'd love to be Evan Hansen or Sweeney Todd. I know they're completely different genres, but I love them so much. Yeah. And for film, I'd love to be the Joker. I love The Dark Knight so much, and I fell in love with Heath a long time ago, and it's one of my favorite films. And I'd love to be the Joker.
I love those. And you talk about three very different.
Yeah.
Dear Evan Hansen. Well, there is something. They're all a little sneaky. They're all a little sneaky. You know what's funny about Dear Evan Hansen? My husband. I just got married, and he's not a thief. He's from
congrats.
Thank you. He's from Detroit. So he didn't live in New York City. Like I'm a Jersey boy like you. And nice. I go see all the shows. So then he heard Dear Evan Hansen for the first time. And he's now memorized it beginning just from because you hear everybody, even if you're not from the area where we grew up, theater trickles in and I've seen it and it changes people's lives no matter what. And so it's exciting. And now, but what's great about a film is now people get to see your work all around the world. So there's kids and adults all around the entire world who now get to see you, who didn't get a chance to see Music Man, and they get to see your art, and then you get to tell your story. Who's this movie for? What is the theme of the movie, and who should go check it out?
It's for everyone. There's a little language in it, so watch the language. But no, it's for everyone. It's so wholesome. It's so it's just beautiful. That's how I keep coming back to it, and I've had such a privilege to have seen it so many times now that every time. It feels so new and so wonderful. And it's really about finding passion, making memories, finding what you love to do and being around the people that you love. And I really, it's been amazing to see how people have connected with the film and really, and how much they love it. It's just sweet for me and for Mike, because I know this is what Mike has wanted to do for so long. I mean, it's what he wants his kids. It's what he wants his kids to remember him by. Just seeing the response that it's getting, it's so heartwarming.
Well, people have raved. They have raved about this movie. They've raved about the acting. They've raved about you in particular, Benjamin. They call him the breakout star of the film. He is absolutely my friend Mike. I can't wait to see it. My friend Mike was like, "You need to go see it." He did not even know we were chatting. He said, "I saw this," and I said, "Oh, Benjamin's coming on." He said, "Please don't tell me it's him." I said, "Yeah, He said he is amazing in this. So the work you're doing is resonating with people. I hope you all go check it out. Everybody, it's called The Life of Chuck. It's written by an up-and-coming new writer named Stephen King.
Who is that? Who is Stephen King? I've never heard of him before.
He might have a future. He may sell a couple copies of some books. He might have a future. And we're going to also, while we go see it, tell Benjamin how much you loved it. See it, tag it, talk about the film, and go follow him on Instagram and all the work that you do. I'm so excited for you and the future you have. You are a class act and a pro's pro right here. And what your team is doing and what Mom's doing, they're doing a heck of a job. And I'm so proud of y'all. Yes, Mom! Come on, Mom! We love a mom.
She does this.
The sky's the limit. We're here. We're rooting for you, and we appreciate you spending time with us so much. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me on the show. This has been so fun, and thank you so much for inviting me. And please tell your friend. I have
Mike,
short-term memory. Please tell your friend that I say thank you so much.
Of course. Next time I'm going to make you sing. We're going to sing we're going to sing Music Man together, duet, disco style.
Yeah.
You got it. You got it.
Get up there. We'll get, how many octaves above is that? We'll find it.
All the best. We'll be following. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
There you go. The incredibly talented, amazing Benjamin. I loved it. I'm so excited and so proud of him. Thank you for being here, David. Great interview, Benjamin, says David. My friend Patricia says, yay, that sounds great. I can't wait to check out the movie. Latte says, book him for the next interview. He's going to be a big old movie star. He's going to be a superstar. He's a superstar. Cat Daddy said, I could see him in the role of Evan. So seasoned at such a young age. A pure delight. Let's see. I did scene study class for 3 months and it was so hard. I can't imagine doing it as a kid. He must be brilliant. So well-spoken and a Star Wars fan. And the husband says, Benjamin is adorbs. We're rooting for you. Keep working, my friend. And such an exciting, fun show. Thank you all. I'm very grateful to have Benjamin on, and my buddy, my Jersey brethren. It was so nice to meet him years ago and stay in touch and see him just become a superstar. And we're rooting for it. I missed some of your comments before. Yes, the snubs. There were snubs. Darius says, don't forget about my buddies at HGTV. Egypt Sherrod and DJ Mike Johnson. They canceled the show. Remember, we talked about it. They canceled the show. What the heck? But I'm sure someone's going to snatch them up in a hot minute. And all that fun stuff. Okay, so what's the hot take answers? So the hot take answers, would you have flown in a helicopter like my Darius and my Mama Lewis did this past week? So Christine says, I am afraid to fly, so would not be into flying in a helicopter. I wish I was not as frightened because I am sure it's a fascinating experience. Now you and Darius have done it. We did. Adrian says, no, thank you. Just a no. She's the travel lady, people. She's the travel lady. Cat Daddy say, I would not take a helicopter ride. I don't even like being on planes. I've learned so much about you all. Alyssa has Google schmoogled the Adidas answer. And apparently, it's all day I dream about sports. Okay, fair. I like it. Latte said, I did a helicopter ride in Hawaii 20 years ago, flew right above a volcano and in between a narrow opening with waterfalls. Beautiful, but scary, made me sick. Okay, see? Well, let's take it. We're going to just keep it at the one step. The one step. The helicopter is so smooth. It was super smooth. Way more smooth than a plane. A's not flying? You're not flying? Oh, God. Adrian. Give me a cruise anytime. No helicopters and no planes right now. Oh, I can't go without flying. I'm not driving. Diddly. If it's more than 3 hours, put me on a plane. Oh, no. Get me up. I love putting those headphones in. Lean against that window. Good night. Good night. And speaking of, good night to you. I thank you all so much for being here. I love you for being here. Tuesday, Shanice and Eric Robertson. It's an R&B throwback special. We'll have so much fun together. I love you so much for being here. Thank you to my husband for sharing with me. See, I feel you, but I know A loves a road trip. Thank you, husband, for letting me share my night with all these people. I'm going to go now enjoy my evening and enjoy the heat and stay cool and lots of love. I will feel like a long time that I don't get to see you, but I'll be back next Tuesday with a whole bunch of hijinks and more mess and more fun right here on the Roundtable. God bless you. There's more good than there is bad. There's more love than there is hate, and there's more joy than there is sadness. If you're a new friend to the show, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe to this show so we can see you and you can come back and hang out with us all the time because we just love you for pieces for being here. I'm so grateful that we get to be here together. And I thank you. And I appreciate you. And I look forward to seeing you here next time, right here on the Roundtable. God bless you. The best is yet to come. Hang in there, everybody. See you then. Bye.